John, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so what are these pitfalls, and why does insurance really matter?
Well, I get this a lot. Well, insurance to me matters a lot, and to you it should matter a lot too. But I get this a lot. I get, I'm closing in 2 weeks. I need to hurry up and get my insurance. But they've already negotiated the price of the house. They've already got a contract in the house, already negotiated all this stuff. So the inference there is they've also already negotiated how much you're going to spend every month on your house, right? So you make
That's right. You have that estimate in there. That's the income ratio. It's already calculated.
Think about the 3 points. So first, biggest thing you should always do is run a clue report on the house you're buying. Clue report is a report that tells you the reported loss history on the house. So if somebody's had a claim on the house before, clue report, in all likelihood, is going to pick it up.
So how do you do that?
Call your insurance agent, say, hey, I'm thinking of buying a house. Can you get me a quote, please?
Okay.
Very simple. And it's not a play to just get you to get a quote. I mean, the insurance agent will probably want to handle your business, obviously. But what you want to do is find out, is there any loss history there I need to know? Why would you want to know that? If there's a loss history there, some of those losses may carry over into your insurance score and affect your what? Your premium, right?
Very
if your
important.
Premium goes up, what happens to your monthly payment for your housing expense?
Goes up,
right?
So in other words, if that house has had water damage or some other kind of issue before, maybe maybe something hit the house, a natural disaster, or whatever, that could affect the clue score. Could
affect the clue, and it could. And just as a buyer, you want to know that's been fixed.
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't want to, in theory, it should be on the disclosure statement. Number 2. Age of the roof. Why is age of the roof important? Remember, we've talked about ACV, which is depreciated cost basis when you get settled in a claim, versus replacement cost.
Actual cash value. So in other words, go ahead and go into that.
Go ahead and go. Okay, so on the age of the roof, a lot of carriers now, in an effort to recoup profits, are saying, well, okay, we can keep your premiums low. We're just going to tighten the timeline that we're willing to give you on the replacement settlement basis, which basically says you're getting less coverage for the same money. So if you have an older roof, a lot of those carriers may not cover it on replacement basis. You may not know that. So it's good to get that going in. How old's the roof, and not just what kind of shape is it in, but how old's the roof?
So hard numbers. So in other words, a $10,000 roof repair, if you're on ACV, is like, I got to get a new roof. It's going to cost me $15,000.
I have a client who had an older roof. They knew it going in, nothing they could do. $19,000 roof. They got $5,000 back.
Because their insurance was on an ACV basis, an actual cash value basis.
Because it was an old roof. It was 17 or 18 years old. And
big deal. You got to know this.
It's a big deal.
Because that means it's probably just a few years before that roof goes bad. Any kind of hailstorm may put it in, you got to get a new roof. And
so related to that, so let's say you look at the roof, and even your contractor says, well, it looks okay. How old do you think the roof is? Because even if it's okay and 3 years from now we have a hailstorm, I'm still going to be out, 10 to 15K.
Oh,
because
my gosh.
Don't I want to know that when I negotiate the price of the house?
Yes.
Right.
Nobody knows that. Nobody talks about that.
You wouldn't necessarily know that. Okay, third, and this one is one that probably doesn't come up a whole lot, but that has to do with the age of the house. There is a big gap in the insurance industry from 30 to 35-year-old houses and older in terms of what any standard carrier will cover. A lot of carriers restrict the water claim payouts. So if you have a water claim, doesn't matter how legitimate it is, there's a lot of them say, sorry, we cap it at $10,000. Imagine you live in a 2-story house, water heater in the attic, water heater goes. I can guarantee you it's a lot more than $10K to fix that house. So if you live in an older house, you're going to want to know things like that. It's not that the house is a bad house, may not have any claims history to it. The fact that it's older may mean it's got some insurance implications. You probably want to know that. Kind of construction, the fake stucco, it's called EIFS. If it was built before 2000, a lot of carriers won't insure it at all. So these are things that you just kind of want to just run the traps before you pull the trigger on the house. Make sure you know what those numbers are going to look like before you get the contract done.